In this video, we're going to go over the 7 principles of influence. This is going to add more influence and persuasion to your ads. So let's go right ahead and jump in here. So one of the first things to keep in mind here is to understand that when making a decision, it'd be nice to think that we go through a logical sequence and we make our decisions based on pure numbers, pure data, pure logic. However, that's rarely the case. Oftentimes, based on what other people say, what other people think, and other related factors, we use those as kind of a rule of thumb or a shortcut to guide our decision making. So oftentimes the decision isn't necessarily our own because we're taking outside influence, we're looking at social proof, we're looking at popularity, right? We're looking at different factors that help us determine whether or not something is a good price or a good purchase. And so the 7 principles of influence allow people to make decisions based on certain emotion and criteria rather than using their own logical mind, because very, very rarely do people actually make a decision based on just pure facts, pure data. Like, hey, this makes total sense. Let's go ahead and make this purchase, right? You need to understand that all buying decisions are made emotionally and justified logically. So we'll make a decision because it feels good, and it feels good in that particular moment, and or we're getting outside influence. Other people are saying that it's a really good product, that it's a really good service, right? And so we're using that as references, and then after we make the purchase, that's when we bring in the facts, the data, and say, well, hey, it makes total sense. It was only $9.99 or it was only X price, right? But it's only after the fact that we typically will say that, hey, we made this decision based on the numbers, because the decisions are made because they feel good. They're emotional. Let's go over the 7 principles of influence one by one. So the first one is social proof. These are testimonials where we're looking at a particular product, a particular service, and we're going online and we're seeing reviews, we're seeing testimonials. And so we're automatically assuming that because John or Jane or whoever, right, got great results with the product or service, then I'm also going to get the same level of service or the same type of results because they got them already, right? And then number 2 is liking. So people buy from those that they like. And so this is why it's very important with Facebook to warm up an audience and to build that awareness and engagement with campaign objectives such as the PPE, the page post engagement, where you're getting people to like, comment, share, and then when other people are seeing the ad, they're seeing it as having social proof, right? Having people that are interested, that are commenting that it's very, very popular. And so it must be good if it's popular. If a lot of people are talking about it, then it has to be good, right? And so it's important to understand the liking factor, that if somebody's already engaged or seeing your brand, and especially if they like your Facebook page, then they're going to more than likely buy your product or buy your service. And then number 3, authority. So just think about all the actors that you see on TV from the various shows where just because they're wearing the outfits, just because they're wearing the uniform, such as a doctor, a policeman, right? Just because they're wearing those, people are automatically linking them as authoritative. And so with authority, we can use this in our ad copy, in our ad creatives, so that we position ourselves as the authoritative figure. And then number 4, reciprocity. This is where we're giving something for free and then where people are feeling obligated to give something back. So if you're in the US, just think about the store Costco, where when you go into Costco, they're giving away free samples of different products, and then they'll give you some samples, and then you'll feel obligated to want to buy the product. I don't remember the percentage, but it's very, very high as far as those who actually get a free sample and then actually buy the actual product. And also, just think about when you're giving away a free cheat sheet or whatever type of download or resource that you're getting for free, right? Especially if it's value packed. You're going to feel obligated to want to buy something down the road from that individual, right? Because if they're giving you a free cheat sheet that is extremely valuable and they could easily charge money for it, then the next time that they present you with an offer, you're going to be more likely to buy that because you feel obligated to buy something from them, give something back because they provided you with a ton of value for free. And then number 5, consistency. This can be as simple as asking for an email for a lead magnet and then asking for a small sale on the next page and then asking for a bigger sale down the road. So let's say, for example, that you see an ad about a product and then you click on the ad, you go to the landing page and you get, let's say, a free sample or a free cheat sheet, a free PDF. And then on the thank you page, you get presented with a very small offer to buy something for, let's say, $20 or $19, right? And so because you have that consistency where you clicked on the ad, you put in your information, now that you see this other offer there, you're going to be more likely to purchase that because you have that consistency. And then number 6, scarcity. This is where we use like, hey, 10 limited vouchers available for the first people, or only X number of products or services are available. So make sure that you get yours before they run out. And so we're letting people know that if they don't take action now, then they're going to potentially miss out. And fear of missing out is a big deal for people to take action. So very, very powerful as well. And then number 7, this is curiosity. So being able to pique someone's interest by giving them bits and pieces. Just think about this in the dating context, right? When you're going out there and you're talking to the opposite sex, if you are giving away everything about yourself, telling them everything and anything that they want to hear, then they're going to not be as interested because they feel like they already know you and there's nothing else to know about you, right? But if you're holding back and just giving some bits and pieces about yourself and kind of creating this mystery around you, then it's going to create that attraction. This works extremely well when you're doing your outreach to businesses. If you tell them exactly what you do, how you do it, and give them all the information, there's no reason for them to respond, right? It's great to have some curiosity in your messages because it gets them to respond back and want to know more, right? So very important here to understand these 7 principles of influence and persuasion and be able to use these in your ad creatives, in your ad copy, in your messaging, and everything that you're doing to get people to want to respond to our messaging, to whatever it is that we're putting in front of them to get them to take a specific action. So that's going to be it here for this section, and we'll see you on the next one.